Yorkie the Barbarian here, last of the Brigantes of Brigantia, claimed the last of the Sarkorians, and a number of other fine people as we lead as the commander of the crusade, the Fifth Crusade. Just talk to Wilson Gams. I would do any wine shop proud. Does the crusade really need this much alcohol? Wilson smiles shyly. Don't think I'm trying to encourage drunkenness among our crusaders. It's all in good fun, a way to blow off some steam. When soldiers can gather by the fire and raise a cup to honour both the living and the dead, it reminds them that life goes on. But those who drink to excess or to the detriment of their duties won't get a drop from me. There's no sight more depressing than a drunkard. I saw you talking to the girl who was hiding her face. Who was she, and what did she want? I don't know, Commander. She never introduced herself, but I bet she's not part of our army, and know all our soldiers by name and sight. Wilson frowns gloomily, his cordiality gone in an instant. She was looking for some milk volunteer. Wants to know which tent he was sleeping in. At first I thought she was a messenger from Mendev. Definitely wasn't one of ours. But now I see how it all looks mighty shifty. Quartermaster eyes with concern. Was some kind of spy then? I don't know, but she was certainly an unknown entity, so why were you telling her anything? How are things in camp? I hope my day be praised. Everything's nice. Everything's fine. We're well supplied. Nobody's going hungry, and the sick, well, you can't run a military campaign without anybody getting sick. But they aren't taking up any more beds than usual, except... The quartermaster looks at the mound of equipment, bearing the signs of recent tinkering. We're having a little problem with the soldiers' gear. The army has a standard that dictates who gets what, except this standard is only good for fighting around Canabres. Needless to say, the conditions inside the World Wound are completely different. The scouts have been complaining. The local vegetation is like razor blades, they say. Let me just check something. Okay. Just had a message from my dear Lady Wife, but it's not something I need to answer. And it's slashing the soles of their boots to ribbons. Their cloaks might protect them from the cold. They're useless against acid, snow, or caustic mist. The scouts are missing plenty of vital gear. From coil of rope. A coil of rope is a simple thing, but there's not even enough to go around. Can you imagine? Well, suppose to scale mountains with no rope. So I've been thinking, what if we issue them different equipment? The scouts, at least. Equip them as you see fit. You're the quartermaster. More like it'll make sure the troops have everything they need and then some. I have to go. I have to go because I have to go rest. I'm at death's door. Then we'll head out. So deal with a League of the Inspiring Cart. See if we can find what's his face's stuff. Do that. Buy spicy pastry. Walger. Why don't you give me a one skin?
I'm glad you are with us, Darren. Not because you are a good person, but because these events might prompt you to consider things.
I'm sorry, did you say something? I was distracted by your lips. You have a beautiful mouth, but all I ever hear from it is claptrap.
You two could make such good music together. Oh, we didn't get the scroll. Never mind. She's got a native level, but she's not with us, so that's fine. Exit area. Shame to leave Emma behind, but we do need a good healer. Right. Houndheart campsite. Close are we to level 7? 25, 11. Might get there.
Move out!
Right in here, Elan and Curl must be around here somewhere, and Janna too. We gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Elan of the Houndhearts, greetings, Sealer, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Elan puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Janna puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Elan he's feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us. But now you've turned into saviors of Canabris, knights of the Fifth Crusade marked by Amade's blessing. And you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk? Sealer frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you I'm the same Sealer, your friend from the League of the Cart. And we came here to help you look for Elan's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with you? He said an old wound was acting up. All right, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I don't really feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. What does the ring look like, and where should we look first? The last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in the travelling chest. Now the camp is in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of a shiny silver metal with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Darek is not a jeweller, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Is there something wrong, Elan? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologise. Janna is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabres. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stopped short, apparently unwilling to elaborate. All right then. Let's go find this ring of yours, Elan. Let's go. Janna and I will look around the northern side, says Elan. We'll see you when we find something. Or when we give up trying.
Head on!
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Time for a bit of meat, I think. Be able to use that for
You follow.
can't do anything with that one, apparently.
Onwards!
It's been cut open from the inside. This tent is different from the rest. There's a strong tilt. If there's something burnt there, I want to use that. We don't have it. Damn it. Yes, we do.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Well, that was painful.
The goddess protects us.
We made it.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Not bad, Logic. Not bad.
This is my kind of work.
I see something over there.
What have we got here? Some kind of heavy shield. What shall we give him as a weapon? We don't have anything that's... Well, you could go sword and board for now. Don't...
Maybe later.
Oh, you can't go sword and board. You can go board, but not sword. Well, we'll just have to hope we find something for you. I don't think what you're using is good for you. Well, it might be, but we've already got someone on Glaive, and that's Sealer. Metal shard of a ring. Probably something with the storyteller again.
Move
Can't
out.
find the right stuff. Of course, he's gone elsewhere. Which world?
Damn.
No
it's
good.
just not my lucky day.
What have we got over here? What's that? Heart of Heartening Song. We don't have any bards. That's irrelevant. That's something we can sell for some money.
Head on. I lead. You follow.
Right, see
Rely
that. We
on
should have
me.
you mounted because there's probably going to be an attack from somewhere, isn't there? Classic. Saw them before. Small classic demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It's holding a shiny object in its paws, a sparkling silver ring. The large blue-green jewel. It's mine, mine. Elan, look, it's that creepy thing. What's it holding? Seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully. It'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack together before it can figure out what's happening. Well, they're down. I didn't go too good. Mine. The classic throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of colour. You hear an insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring up in the air and catching it. Mine, mine. Elan, Janna? Sailor glances at her friends and turns to you. They're all right. They'll come round soon. Quickly, Yorkie. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring.
Onwards.
Head north again, are we? And again. You're heading back in the same way.
No one
gonna-
stands in my way.
We're gonna get some people summoned.
Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi.
Together?
Been demons, so that's fine.
I am yours to
My
command.
tail is restless.
That's on you. On her. On you. Put that on you. You're all good.
I will lend you my
Deal.
Laborare sentes. Ona
That.
avayan.
I think that's about it. Give me the ring, you scoundrel. Girls here. What? What's going on? Before Elan managed to get to the Quasit, the halfling girl appears right next to it, quite out of nowhere. Snatches the ring from the demon's paw. You mustn't get it. What's going on? If he was working with the demons, he wouldn't have snatched it, would he? Girl, what are you... Why is he taking it? What the hell, Elan? Now he's teleporting away. Thrusting herself between Elan and Curl, Hila barely managed to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elan, stop her, you've gone mad. He's using the summon spell. Why did you stop? I don't think he summoned anyone. I think they just showed up. No, Elan, Sealer, help. Damn it. I didn't sign up for Jana. Well, it said she was dashing. She's dashing in the opposite direction, it seems. Bully. He's down. Yorkie. Oh, one of them's dead already. Let's get that on.
Begone, fiend!
How did he miss when he's lying down? Didn't go too good. Take him down. Another one.
Cover me, all right?
No glory without risk!
The classic's running. There's nowhere to go. I think we're okay for going real time now. God. Elan, what are you doing? You nearly cut Curl down without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all this. He might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He loaded us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons. So he set a trap. That's an awful lot of projection, an awful lot of assumption. I would be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels. Elan, if he was working with the demons, he wouldn't have taken it from one of them. He wouldn't have needed to. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. Actually, he would have probably teleported with both, wouldn't he? He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And that we'll never know because you let him escape. We wouldn't have known if you had slaughtered him, would we? Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. You two need to calm down. You're both right in your way. No, I can't say that. Elan's an idiot. Elan thinks Sealer was defending someone she thought was a friend, and she stopped you from doing something you might regret. I don't need a shepherd to light my path and save me from regret. Can you say the same thing, Sealer? Or you, Commander? You got something to say, fool? You clearly have something to say, Cecilia. Go ahead then. Spit it out. Sealer, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, and so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger. Maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer. A knight begins as a squire. Even Iamda's paladins gain their abilities gradually, but not with you and the commander. You are granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything: training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what you see, especially the way that you, Sealer, trust people so easily. Sealer, and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters I will after you. Elan pauses, as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I want to tell you the same thing, Commander. So let me get this straight. You're supporting the training, the discipline, the authority that's led to 4 failed attempts to fight the demons back and has led to the fall of Dresden, the expansion of the Worldwound, the fall of Canabris. Meanwhile, you're complaining about me and mine, who drove the demons out of Canabres. Yeah. So if I understand you correctly, I'm an incompetent leader who never earned my position. You must be joking. Elan looks you right at you with clear blue eyes. Bear me no grudge, Commander. I'm not so ungrateful as to forget what you did for Canabres, and now you agree to help me. I said it to Seal, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. I'll agree with that. So might the bloody training and authority and discipline that's led to failure so far. It's not like you've got a lot of good behind you, is it? Even your order's basically wiped out. Don't be afraid of what's new and unknown. We just need to bear in mind our responsibilities. Whatever was given to us, we can use it for good. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor. We don't know any bloody such thing. And January's a coward. Well, I'll give you that one. Ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. Elan makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Insolent cur. Sealer watches as he leaves. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Yorkie, let's go back. And I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. Cold waters, banner over the citadel, make it stressing. Find lost relics. Take them on the way out. Go to the army. The archer's done. Right, so they're not moving. Bye. Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who rejected the blessing of the benevolent gods and succumbed to the temptation of sin deserved death, and death they got. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel that the gods are satisfied with this outcome. Let's go clear that. Cultists, fighters. Almost down. Only lost one cleric, but that won't matter. There we go. Get that cleric to the infirmary quick. A Crusader unit advancing north encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners to war to Dresden. The remains of the garrison from Villareth Forge, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart to the relative safety of Canabris and instead asked to join the commander's forces. A squad of crusaders was caught in a sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes, but the unnatural lightning made up of electricity, flames, acid and ice left several soldiers dead. The ease with which force of nature never mind. 320 experience. Why did it change by -10? Ease with its force of nature brutally claimed the lives of those comrades as demoralized crusaders. Oh, I see why. It's a good result, but in the end, still. So we have. Oh, the camp's moved. There you go. Take these ones down. We're going to put some magic on this. It should be fine now. I think. They're hurting our footmen, but we can recover a lot of them in the old infirmary. Take them down. Footmen are demoralized, but that's okay. Oh, they're back. One more. There we go. 7 injured, but they'll recover before the next fight. The corpse in a tattered scout's cape bearing the emblem of the crusade was leading the undead squad. He battled on until he ran out of bolts and desperately tried to conceal his crossbow with his own body even when the soldiers were hacking off his limbs. Hmm, 279 points left. Maybe come this way instead and take them down. Oh, you can join them. And in we go. See what's happening at camp. Apparently we've been interrupted.
Survive this. It'll make for a good story.
Commander, we had a suspicious lad on the road. He said he's an ally and desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? The young man before you is trembling from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armor, he shed them along the way. His clothes are torn and his hair is wet, like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed from the acrid waters of the world wound. Commander, the man breathes heavily, and the words emerge as a whisper from his dry throat. My squad, ambushed, beyond the river, help. Who is this clown? Throw him out. Wait, permission to report. Jaeger Ankel, Hell Knight of the Order of the Godclaw, under the command of Paralictor Regil Derenge. Our squad is under attack by demons, far surpassing our number. Without your assistance, we're lost. Hell Knights. They've supported the Crusaders more than once in our battle against the demons, despite their best cringers. Questionable reputation. We cannot abandon our allies in trouble. If they really are our allies, then of course it's just... Anivia looks Jaeger over closely from head to toe. I kind of think this isn't a knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive for losing his infamous black armour. What we see here is a stranger without rank and insignia, who wants us to march to God knows wheres. Kinda smells like a trap to me. Where is your squad now? What's going on? Not far from here, beyond the river. Not far for a single fighter abandoned his armour and weapons, but we can't get across the river that easily. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we can save anyone, it will seriously delay our offensive on Dresden, and will give the enemy a chance to prepare. Jaeger, who's attacking? What's going on at your camp, or wherever you are? Why can't your superior, supposedly Hell Knights, manage them on their own? Large creatures that attack from the air. Some are fighters, others are the guest clerics with dangerous divine magic. They look like stone come to life. I'm almost certain they're gargoyles. They fell upon us from the sky while we were setting up camp, and we were most vulnerable, and they caught our forces at partial strength. The Paralictor dispatched some of our troops as scouting teams. The flying beast didn't fight us. They just fell upon us from the sky, grabbed our fighters, and either took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared for that. Unprepared? Some Hell Knights you turn out to be. Give me one reason why we should help you. Jaeger looks at you amazed. The Hell Knights are formal allies of the Crusaders. After a pause, he adds, I cannot make promises on behalf of my command, but under the circumstances, you might be able to convince our Paralictor to join your army. Extra troops could be useful, I'll give you that. Alright, we'll take the risk and help them. I'm making the decision on that one. Thank you, Commander. Our forces are here. The knight points out the location on your map. The situation is critical. Please send your reinforcements as soon as possible. I'll go ahead and meet you there. Have a quick rest.
People come to you willingly and tell you their secrets. Who are these idiots?
But I swore a vow never to reveal their secrets to anyone else. Oh, I forgot. You don't understand the meaning of the word vow.
So that is 1,503. The next level. Right, my friends, join me next time when we'll look into a few things before going after the Hell Knights. Very well.